Have you ever just stared at your syllabus and felt that dread? That pile of books looks like a mountain, the exam date is just around the corner, and you're thinking, how am I ever going to get through all this? Well, what if I told you there's a way to not only conquer that syllabus, but to actually get your free time back? Let's get into it. So let's start with a really important question here. Is the problem really the size of the syllabus, or is it the way you're trying to tackle it? We're always told to just put in more hours, but the real secret isn't about having more time. It's about using your time smarter. I mean, think about it. You sit down ready for a 3-hour marathon study session. But let's be honest, how much of that is actually focused work? After maybe 30, 40 minutes, your brain starts to wander. You check your phone, you stare out the window, you decide you really need a snack. And suddenly, those 3 hours you spent sitting at your desk only gave you about 1 hour of real solid learning. The problem isn't the syllabus, it's all that wasted effort. But don't you worry, because we have a plan. We figured out the real enemy here is wasted energy. And now we're going to walk through the 5 simple steps to fix it. We're talking dividing your time, picking your topics strategically, setting small goals, using your mornings, and mastering revision. This is the playbook for working smarter, not just harder. Okay, so we're all on the same page. The problem isn't you. It's wasted time and energy because our focus just isn't there for hours on end. So let's get right into the solution. It all starts with step 1. All right, step 1. This is the absolute foundation of the whole method. Divide your time. Instead of looking at this giant, scary 3-hour block of studying, we're going to chop it up into small, manageable pieces. Here's how that works. Meet your new best friend, the 35-5 rule. It's so simple, but wow, it is effective. For 30 minutes, you give 100% of your focus to one single task. No phone, no daydreaming, just pure focus. And then you take a 5-minute break, a real break. Stretch, get some water, look out the window. Just don't get sucked into a new distraction. So why 30 minutes? What's the magic number? Well, tons of research shows that our brain's ability to actually absorb and remember information is at its absolute peak during these short, intense bursts of focus. It's the sweet spot for maximum learning without hitting that burnout wall. And this just shows you the difference perfectly. Look at Ravi. He tries to be a hero and power through for 3 hours straight. What happens? He gets exhausted and only manages to crawl through a chapter and a half. But then you've got Mohed. He uses 4 focused 30-minute sessions with his little breaks in between. He feels fresh, he's energized, and he finishes 2 whole chapters. Same amount of time, folks, but wildly different results. So here's the big takeaway. This is the mindset shift you need to make. Stop counting the hours you spend sitting in a chair. Start counting the number of quality, focused sessions you complete each day. That right there, that's the real measure of your progress. Okay, so now you're counting sessions, not hours. Awesome. But what should you actually study in each of those sessions? Well, that brings us right to step 2. Prioritize your topics. This is all about working with a little bit of strategy and, honestly, a little bit of brain psychology. And here's a super simple way to get started. Just grab your syllabus and 3 highlighters. Color code everything. Green is for the easy stuff, the low-hanging fruit you can knock out fast. Yellow is for those medium difficulty topics. And red is for the really tough ones that are going to take some serious brain power. Now, look at the difference this simple strategy makes. Monica, she starts with her 6 green topics. In just a couple of days, bam, she's already finished more than half her chapters. She feels incredible, confident, and totally ready to take on the harder stuff. Meanwhile, Ajay starts with a tough red topic, gets stuck, frustrated, and his motivation just plummets. Smart planning creates momentum you can't stop. And here's why that momentum is so powerful. Every single time you finish a topic and get to check it off your list, your brain releases a tiny bit of dopamine. It's like a little victory bell that rings in your head, and it fuels you, it makes you stronger for the next challenge. That feeling of victory is a powerful, powerful thing, and we can build on it with step 3, set small goals. This is how you trick your brain into beating procrastination. See, big goals are kind of scary and overwhelming, but small daily goals, those are empowering. This comparison just says it all, doesn't it? Rahul sets this huge goal to read 5 chapters in one day. He only finishes 2.5 and goes to bed feeling like a total failure. But Priya, she sets a small, achievable goal. Just finish 2 chapters. She does it and she goes to bed feeling like a champion. Now, who do you think is going to wake up more motivated tomorrow? So here's the simple playbook. The night before, write down your tasks for the next day, but keep the list short and realistic. Maybe it's just 2 math problems, 1 science concept. And as you finish each one, check it off. This little cycle of setting and achieving small goals builds this unstoppable wave of motivation. So, you've got your short, achievable list of goals for the day. Now, when is the best time to tackle them? This brings us to a real game changer in step 4, using your mornings. I'm telling you, these are the golden hours for learning. And here's why. When you wake up, your mind is fresh, it's rested, it's clear. There are way fewer distractions. The level of focus and clarity you can achieve in just 1 hour in the morning can honestly be equal to 3 hours of studying with a tired brain at night. It's a massive difference. But you gotta do it right. First, you have to get enough sleep, at least 6 to 7 hours. A tired brain is a useless brain. Second, use that fresh brain power on your hardest topics, those red items or things you need to memorize. And third, this is a crucial rule, stay off your phone for the first hour or 2. Protect that golden focus like your life depends on it. Okay, you've managed your time, you've prioritized your topics, you've used your mornings. But all of that incredible work is almost useless without our final and maybe most important step, revise and win. This is how you lock that knowledge in for good. Think about it this way. You complete your studies through sheer hard work. You put in the sessions, you learn all the concepts, but that knowledge is only solidified with revision. Without it, all that hard work can just fade away. Revision is the process that takes information from your short-term memory and cements it into your long-term memory. It's how you beat what scientists call the forgetting curve. And the schedule for this is super simple. First, do a quick 5-minute review of what you learned that day right before you go to sleep. Second, look at it again after 2 days. And third, review it one more time right before the exam. This method, it's called spaced repetition, and it is how you truly master a topic. So we come all the way back to where we started. I'll ask you again, are you going to keep counting those long, exhausting, frustrating hours you spend in your chair? Or are you going to start counting the sharp, focused, victorious sessions you win each and every day? The choice and the amazing results are all yours.